Hi friends, welcome to our YouTube channel. Are you wondering where to go this weekend away from all the traffic, the pollution, the crowd, and everything? When we were in Kerala, all we dreamed about when we decided to come to Bangalore was regarding the busy Bangalore life that you see in the movie Bangalore Days. And now that we are here, what we crave for is village fun, some peace, relaxation, and honestly, fresh air. Now, if you're looking for a weekend getaway from Bangalore, Abhista Agri Farm stay is a very great option. They have a very well planned farm stay with a lot of animals who are well maintained in a hygienic environment, and the host is simply marvelous. They provide you with meals and using the veggies that are cultivated inside the farm. And I kid you not, we went around the busy hot summer time in Bangalore, and we honestly never felt the heat over there. So this is our room. We opted for a twin sharing room with basic amenities, and it was very adequate for the both of us and for Ardra. There was tremendous amount of space in the room. We had a cupboard, and one thing that I want you guys to note is that there is no air conditioning, but trust me, it is not needed there. They have a pedestal fan, and if I'm not wrong, here if I remember right, in the night also we didn't have to switch on the fan in full speed. This is the washroom area, and one thing that I found a little negative is that the tiles were a little slippery. So if you are entering the washroom, be careful. This is the open area space where the lunch, dinner, and breakfast was served. These are the other cottages, and there is also a dormitory option if you are on a budget and if you have a lot of friends with you. But since we went as a family, we selected the cottage. This is a small jula that was there. Adra literally had her afternoon nap over there. This is the campfire area. During night time, they'll set you up with campfire, live music, and everything. And we reached there around 11:30, and they served us the welcome drink. And once we were settling in, we took a small stroll through the park. This is the pool area. It was a very long pool, and it was actually Adra's first pool experience, so it was a very nice experience for her. We were simply relaxing that afternoon. We thought we'll get out in the evening for the farm visit. There will be a guide who comes with you narrating all about the farm and everything. And if I'm being honest, this is something that rejuvenated our mind, body, and soul. So, this is the parking area where you can see a few varieties of rabbits and hares. This is me actually feeding the rabbit. It was Adra's first time seeing a rabbit. She's a little shy when it comes to new items. She's not that into exploring new items or new living beings, but for some reason she did not have that starting trouble here. She was very upfront and playful and excited and curious about the animals, and she could hear the ba ba sound of cows, and she was asking for it. She was asking where it was, but since it was mid afternoon, we thought we'll take some time and we'll go there later on. But the ducks and the goose over there really caught her eye. This is the Jula area that I was talking about, and this was a much needed break for us from the busy weekends where we usually go to pubs or the Kaban Park or the Central City. And the traffic, I kid you not, is really hectic. And with Ardra, we had to pause all those plans about pub. I've not visited a pub since I don't remember when. Yeah, so they also have a wide variety of fruits. You can pluck them, but you should not harvest them, if you know what I mean. You can pluck one or two and you can have it from there, but if you want to have many, then you'll have to obviously pay for the same. This is the pond they have set up for the ducks. And And overall, we had a very relaxed afternoon. I am actually plucking and grabbing some fruits from there. This is some sort of a tamarind kind of thing. It was sour, but not too sour. I think it is star fruit. Yeah, it was star fruit. Don't mind my expression. I always have this expression when it comes to sour things. I'm not a sour fan. My palate is more towards a savory kind of palate. I'm not too fond of sour items or sweet items. This is the kalk that you have over there. I'm not sure if k- kalk is a Malayalam word only. I'm not sure. Turkey? Yeah, this is a turkey. See, you can see how curious Ardra is. And this is a handioli. It is a traditional bath area. From the opening that I show below, they'll have some sort of a medicinal wood dipped in some kind of foil or something. They'll have that over there. They'll light it up, and then they'll fill water, and it will get heated in that medicinal kind of thing. We went around Durga Puja, so they were serving us with the prasada that they had from the puja day that they hosted over there. And it was finally time for lunch. Now that I'm relieving it, my mouth is kind of watery, especially the drumstick curry. Oh my god, it was easily the best drumstick curry that I've had in my entire life. Oof, still getting goosebumps. I'm still craving for that. It was sambar, white rice, vermicelli payasam, salad, drumstick curry, green chicken curry, then papadum, and what I assumed to be chili chicken, but it was chili egg. And the chicken and the egg and the curd, everything from the animals that they have here only. And this is akki roti. It was my first time having akki roti, and it was very, very, very delicious. It resembles a Kerala patiri, but not so much. It is kind of like a bhakri and nirdosa and patiri. It falls within the same category, but it is very, very tasty. You can see my plate being a non-egg eater. I thought it was chili chicken. I filled my plate with it, and then I realized that I was betrayed. I'm trying to see if at least there is one piece of chicken. Yeah, but still, I ate the coating and some egg white and everything. And this is what I was referring to. Ardra literally had her afternoon nap on that Jula. And when she was wide asleep, we took her to the cottage, and it was again time for our evening snack. We had a very, very, very tasty chai and veg pakoda, and again the milk from for the chai came from the cows that they have a wide variety of cows, so I'm not sure which cow they took the milk from. Maybe the standard Indian cow. We don't drink milk that often, so I'm not a very good judge of milk. I cannot just taste milk and say if it is from a normal cow or a Jersey cow or again different varieties of cow. Yeah. So this is where we started our farm visit. Again, a lot of mangoes. We went around summer, that too in Bangalore. it was mango season, and this is the big cottage that they have where the owner comes and stays whenever they wish to. And this is the again the the cow area. And this is actually I'm so sorry, I don't remember the name of the cow. Maybe it is displayed in this video, I don't know. This is actually the cows that Lord Krishna used to have. So if you see any picture of Lord Krishna, you can see this cow with him. So these are the cows that were present in Madhura at that time, or Nanda Gobar's cattle farm. Yeah. And again, these are different varieties of bulls and oxes and everything. And those ones that you saw there were a little hostile at the time, but yeah, they were literally chained up for our safety. And this is the normal area where all the cows from whom they extract this cow dung and milk are there. So they supply it on a regular basis to the near milk society. In India, we have a thing called milk society where if you have cows, you can give them milk and earn some money. So yeah. Again, moving ahead, we had the duck area, the swan area, the goose area, the turkey area, and these are again the desi chicken that you have, whose meat we ate earlier for lunch. And this is the Mudal, I think I am pronouncing it right, Mudal breed of dogs. So you can see the body, how lean they are. So they are not underfed. Their body is built that way for hunting. These are hunting dogs. They are a very common sight for cattle owners, for directing the cattle, for hunting any hostile animals that enters the territory and all those things. And we proceeded for the vegetation area, where again a lot of mangoes, different varieties of mangoes. Then the in-house vegetables that they grew, we could find almost every variety of vegetables. And I was very fascinated by the amount of drumsticks they had. I've never seen that sort of a cultivation for drumstick in Bangalore. It is a very common sight in Kerala, but not in Bangalore. So we came back to the parking area, and towards the left side of the farm, actually it was a planting season when we went. So usually they have the cabbage, the cauliflower, the other sort of ground vegetables like carrot, radish, potato, beetroot, all those things grown over there. So it was planting season, so they were not ripe, they were just starting to harvest. Sorry, a harvest was already done, and then they replanted it again. Yeah, so this is the area where they ask you for some donation for the cows. A very common sight that you see in most of the parts of India, I must say. Maybe less in Kerala, obviously. Yeah, so this is where the goats are tamed and nourished. So one thing about the goat is that you cannot always keep them to the ground, because they have this tendency to catch arthritis very quickly. So everywhere when you have goats, you'll have them over a platform. They'll only come to ground just for a walk and feeding and all those things. Usually they are raised on top of a platform. This is not just an information that they shared. I already knew that, being from Kerala. Goats are also a big part of the village life in Kerala too. So this was one of my very cute Bakri babies. And Ardra was not really fond of me playing with any of them. Yeah. So this is where he actually was showing me how they've planted everything. And it was acres and acres of land. We had to walk for quite some time. We could hear calling of peacocks over there. We could also spot a few. By the time we were there, I was not really fascinated of peacocks because peacocks are a very common sight in the rural parts of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu and Palakkad in Kerala. So it was a bonus, but it was not why we were there. Yeah. Adra was very happy with the caretaker, so she was calling out to him all the time, coming to me, going back to him, and all those things. And by evening, it was time for the pool visit, and it was Arda's first pool visit. She's Aquarius, guys. Come on, she's a water baby. She was not at all scared. She was very happy, very playful, very cheerful. And what I really felt difficult was to get her out of the pool, to be honest. She just wanted to stay there and only there. I don't remember what I was saying there, but again, it was time for campfire. Actually, in the whole property, it was just the three of us that day because again, it was Durga Puja and people only started coming from Saturday, Sunday. We went on a Friday. We took a leave on Friday. We came back on Saturday, and Sunday was a rest day for us. So, yeah, it was just us and the campfire. So, they put on music, the fire was burning, I was dancing with Adra, and she was very happy. And then it was time for dinner. Oh, mind blowing dinner it was. It was chapati, then again veg green salad, red color chicken curry. It was green chicken curry in the morning, I mean in the for lunch, and it was red chicken curry, it was dal, then there was rice, and I had my first bite of shikar tukda, shahi tukda, yeah, there. And this, oh my god, I'm not a fish lover, guys. I don't like fish usually, and this fish, I kid you not, I can have that fish 3 times a day. It was very, very tasty. I actually forgot to take the recipe from him, but next time I'm gonna go there, I'm definitely going to request for this fish. This is what I am keeping on blabbering about the fish. It was very tasty, very, very, very tasty. And the shahi tukda, like I said before, I'm not a sweet lover, but the shahi tukda was very tasty. But I couldn't obviously finish it because I don't really prefer sweet. I'm not that sort of a palate kind of person. But it was very tasty, and obviously my husband, being my husband and complete opposite of me, he finished them off. So yeah, this is actually the dinner time, and not just the mind, but the soul and the tummy and everything was nourished and happy by the time we completed the dinner. And then we had a small bit of walk and we went to sleep very, very peacefully. We slept off, and the next day for breakfast, they had an option for the English breakfast as well as the Indian breakfast. So for English breakfast, it was butter, jam, bread, and boiled eggs. And for as Indian breakfast, it was chana bhatura and poha. Poha, yeah, it was poha lemon rice. I had specially requested for 2 chapatis for Ardra because again I wasn't sure if she'll have the cut fruits and egg alone, but she was a very cooperative child and she ate everything that I fed her. And this was the most like exciting part for me because my dad's house used to have a lot of goats, baby goats. So I wanted to lift one of them. I requested, and he was more than happy to give me let me handle one baby goat. But again, Ardra was very furious seeing her mom lift another baby, be it a human or another species. She was not at all happy. She was crying her eyes out, and I had to give that little goat back to the owner. Yeah. And it was time for us to say bye bye to the Abhista Agri Farm stay. It was one of the most happiest moments of our life in Bangalore, where we explored a new place. And please check it out, guys. You will not be disappointed.